Here we see Sir Nils Olav, Colonel-in-Chief of the Norwegian King's Guard, as he I'm talking about the penguin, by the way, as he inspects his soldiers during a promotion ceremony. Who's being promoted? Why, him, of course. So how did this penguin receive such a prestigious role? Edinburgh Zoo in Scotland, yes, Scotland, it'll make more sense soon, was opened in 1913. It was the first zoo in the world to house and breed penguins, after the shipping magnate Christian Salvesen presented 3 king penguins to the zoo upon returning from a whaling expedition in 1914. The company was founded in 1872 in Scotland by Norwegian businessman Salve Christian Frederick Salvesen, beginning a long, strange relationship between Scotland, Norway, and the penguins this company gave to Edinburgh Zoo. In 1919, these penguins successfully hatched a king penguin chick, which was the first penguin to ever be hatched in captivity. For these reasons, Edinburgh Zoo has become somewhat famous for its penguins, and now hosts a daily penguin parade. This tradition began in 1950 by accident, as a number of the birds had escaped. While trying to round up the penguins, the zookeepers noticed the visitors were very amused by the antics, and this incident led to the penguins being marched around every day. It's a very cute routine, but I'll be honest, I think I'd rather witness people chasing after escaping penguins. Quick, he's going for the penguin extender wings. Oh no! Meow. The city of Edinburgh is also famous for the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, an event that first took place in 1949 and sees the British Armed Forces perform with Commonwealth and international military bands. The term tattoo comes from the 17th century Dutch phrase "doe den tap toe", which means turn off the tap, and was a signal played by a regiment's drum corps to instruct taverns to stop serving ale, so that the soldiers would return at a reasonable hour and in a reasonable state, i.e. not absolutely scuttered. Today it just refers to a display of armed forces, or a performance of music by such. So next time you see a military tattoo and you're thinking to yourself, wow, don't those soldiers look so gallant and majestic, just remember this all originates from them not being trustworthy enough to not come back to barracks 3 sheets to the wind. If you're like me, this will allow you to relate to those men and appreciate the ceremony all the more. The Norwegian King's Guard partook in the Edinburgh military tattoo of 1961. While they were in the city, Lieutenant Nils Olav took an interest in the zoo's penguin colony. Given the penguins' association with Norway and their historical significance, Olav thought it'd be a neat idea if the King's Guard were to adopt one as a mascot. It wasn't until their return in 1972 that the regiment actually adopted a penguin. This penguin was named Nils Olav, after Nils Olav, who had arranged the whole thing, and the Norwegian King Olav V, who Nils Olav would now represent as a member of his King's Guard. As mascot of the Norwegian King's Guard, Nils Olav was given the rank of Lance Corporal, and he receives a promotion every time the King's Guard returns to Edinburgh Zoo. In 1982, he was made a corporal, and in 1987 he was promoted to sergeant, because every unit needs a capable NCO with a good head on his shoulders. Sadly, Nils Olav died shortly after this promotion, and assumedly just a few days before his retirement. A second penguin who looked almost identical was adopted to take his place, Nils Olav II. Olav II honoured his predecessor's memory by continuing his legacy of unfaltering service and commitment to duty. In 1993 he achieved the rank of Regimental Sergeant Major, and in 2001 was promoted Honourable Regimental Sergeant Major. In 2005 he was appointed Colonel-in-Chief of the King's Guard, and a 4-foot-high bronze statue of Olav was presented to the zoo in honour of the military penguin. In 2008, Olav was awarded a Knighthood, personally approved by King Harold V. He is the first penguin to receive such an honour. Several hundred people watched on as the King's words were read aloud, describing Olav as a penguin in every way qualified to receive the honour and dignity of knighthood. Correct. Sometime after this, Sir Nils Olav II passed away, and once again another penguin from the colony at the zoo was chosen as his replacement. In 2016, Nils Olav III was promoted to Brigadier in ceremony, meaning the penguin had now achieved a rank higher than Nils Olav had during his time in service. Olav must have been very proud. Here you can see him at the ceremony. He has worn his most fetching tuxedo for the proceedings. He carefully inspects his Kingsguard and gives his approval to the lead man. He then makes a heartfelt speech. When he is about to be presented his new insignia in front of his statue, he doesn't seem overly interested. After all, he didn't enlist for pomp and pageantry. He does eventually accept the honour and marches with the insignia affixed to his wing. He is saluted and makes sure to spend a little more time with the troops on his parade back. Truly a commendable penguin. Even with the pressures of measuring up to his fallen comrades, he proves he is not only worthy of the title, but he does so with such grace and elegance one would think he was born for the role. Magnificent. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and maybe even learned something. If you did, please subscribe. And for those of you that have been here for a while, I have a request. I'm in the finals of a contest to win $1 million investment for the channel, and would appreciate your vote. The link will be in the comments section below. Your efforts have put me through to the finals, and your efforts could see me win. Whatever happens, I'm thankful for all your support so far. I'll see you next week for the next video, and until then, stay safe.